Okay. Is there a difference when you're holding, real estate specifically as an asset in the holdco versus like a family trust? Just the reason why I bring this up is because real estate is like a hot topic here in Canada. So a lot of people will definitely, ask this question. So I'm just trying to be more preemptive. Is there actually a difference in terms of the way that you're taxed or anything like that?
Yes, absolutely. So if you hold a piece of real estate in an opera or in a holdco, your tax and let's say for this case, it is not you don't own an office of your operating company. You just own an investment property, like a piece of residential real estate or maybe commercial real estate, and it's strictly investment income. The tax rate on that income is 50%. Then
Mhm.
after, you have to distribute some funds to get a lower. I think I mentioned earlier that the at the end of the day, it's about a 27% tax rate. But there's
Yeah.
steps involved to get to that point. So basically that's the tax rate, but you can retain income in the like you have that option if you want to. You can retain income in the holdco without paying it out, and eventually, if you do pay it out later, you'll get that refund back. With a family trust, if you have, let's say, an asset that's generating income, you never want to retain that income in the trust because you don't have this accumulating tax savings balance that you can tap into like you do with a corporation. You want to
Mhm.
distribute that money every single year to the beneficiaries. So what that means, if I'm comparing the two, with the corporation, if we're earning investment income in a real estate, you have the option to keep that money in the company. It may cost you a little bit more upfront, but you'll get that money down the road when you decide to pay out a dividend. With a trust, if you have, let's say, four members of your trust and that trust owns a piece of real estate, you want to distribute that
Mhm.
money every single year to those beneficiaries. And actually, almost an added layer of complexity, which I don't even know
Mhm.
if we want to get into today or not, is
Mhm.
income attribution rules. And what
Oh, yes.
and basically, to give everybody a very, very short and basic explanation of what that is, if you are paying out investment income like interest or rental income to beneficiaries that are under a certain age in Canada, and they haven't contributed to that investment, because let's say the father bought a piece of real estate in this trust and is looking to divide the income amongst his family members. um, that income that gets passed to the children will get attributed back to the father, so it doesn't even necessarily result in dividing the annual rental income. The only income that you can divide is the capital gain when the property is sold down the road.
Oh, that's actually like a really, really good tip. It's good to know.
Yeah, it's pretty complex. So I don't expect, like, obviously anybody that's listening that has a certain situation, you should
Yeah.
definitely reach out to us and look at it as a individual matter than getting advice from this podcast, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
it's just
This is
just a
just
very high
general.
level.
Yeah, general like information, and then if they want, tailored information to their specific situation, then they have to contact you, Michael, so you can
Or
help
you
them.
too, Ariel, don't get yourself off the hook.
Okay.